From the 700 WLW Newsroom, here's Brian Combs.
Big stories we're talking about in the big one today. More pressure to try and get a deal in Congress to raise the debt ceiling. President Obama addressing the nation this morning, calling for bipartisanship, telling Republicans and Democrats that it would be inexcusable to let the nation default on its loans. Tuesday's the deadline. Some action could come in the House today on the bill that Speaker of the House John Boehner has proposed. The Westchester Republicans been trying to line up support for it for the last 2 days, and this morning there was a demonstration outside his Westchester office by members of the Ohio Federation of Public Employees who were upset that there is no deal yet, trying to get Boehner and the president to come together on an agreement. Stay with 700WLW.com and 700WLW all weekend for the latest on this stalemate. Trying to derail the streetcar project. The people gathering signatures on petitions say they still need several thousand to get the issue on the ballot this fall. They'll be working this afternoon in Westwood from 4 to 6 trying to get more signatures so that the issues decided by the voters. Look for them in the parking lot of the Sears at the corner of Work and Glenway. End of an era in Hamilton today, downtown. Fifth Third Bank will close the doors at the end of business for their branch on South 3rd Street. It's the latest building, office to close in downtown Hamilton. We've already seen Ohio Casualty and Elder Bierman go away. Bengals getting ready to open training camp. Players have to report today. The first practice will be tomorrow. Many of the players you may not recognize. There's been a big changeover as they deal with the after effects of the lockout. Bengals yesterday trading Ocho Cinco to the New England Patriots. He was already on the field there in Foxborough this morning, working out with his new quarterback, Tom Brady. At the same time, we understand that Jonathan Joseph, the Bengals star defensive back and top free agent, won't be returning here. He is going to sign instead with the Houston Texans. We already know that Carson Palmer won't be there. He has decided to retire instead of returning to the Bengals. 700 WLW Reds update. The Reds could sure use a win. They're 6.5 games back of the Brewers now in the NL Central after being swept by the Mets. Doesn't get any easier for Cincinnati. First place San Francisco Giants come to town tonight. They've got the second best record in the National League. Airtime is 610 on the big one. Our string of 90-degree days continues. We're at 13 now, and we're closing in on that record of 17 that was set back at the turn of the century. Today, we're expecting a high of about 95 in the tri-state. Heat index readings of 105 to 110. Hamilton County, once again, is under an excessive heat warning.